Liverpool fan in Japan.
Hello YouTube, Liverpool fan in Japan here, the Miyazaki man Sai. I'm just back from my Tokyo trip with the mushroom boy Ato. Yay! And we went to this absolute insane place called KidZania, where it's a world where kids can do kind of work experience. He was a pilot for the day. He was a car mechanic, riding the fire engine, putting out fires. He's a Tokyo gas company, fixing pipelines and water, whatever. Throughout, it's amazing, this world. They are putting the kids to the test, being better than all the rest from a young age. Representing the live bird all around Japan. But this video is not a vlog of Tokyo. You can see that on my other channel, the Miyazaki man Sai. I got a lot of vlogs there and I'll post the latest one soon. This video today is about not being fooled by all the transfer rumors in the media. It's silly season. All the speculation is rife. However, I'm going to show you how you can enjoy the transfer window, because I really enjoy transfer rumors in this time of year as well, especially when we got our Premier League to win, baby. Oh, yes. And speaking of silly season, I'll tell you what, fantastically timed, good British summertime season is coming, which means I can stream more because it's 1 hour back, only 8 hours time difference, which makes it 11 o'clock for 3 p.m. kickoff and not 12. Yay, huzzah. Speaking of which, I'm going to do a transfer rumor special. Every position: striker, left wing, left back, defensive midfield, tempo maestro, playmaker, everything you can dream of. I'm going to do a live stream on Saturday. Is it British summertime yet? Not yet. So let's say around maybe 1 p.m. Who wants to do a kind of 1 p.m. on Saturday UK time, which would be about 10 p.m. my time? Shall I do a live stream, right? I'm going to use a new service, right? A new service, and I'll drop the link very, very shortly to all you guys in the Discord and in the YouTube comments as well. And also for everyone else who filled out the Google form, I'll put a post up on YouTube. Join me on that streaming platform where I will go through top to bottom every single transfer target that is linked to Liverpool and who I think we should go for as well. It'll be a nice one. It'll be a fun one. 1 p.m. Saturday, UK time. Join me. I'll post a link to that very, very shortly, and you can put yourself on the wait list for that one. That'll be fun. Okay, let's get back into the video. I digress just a little bit. Transfer season. 5 things you need to be aware of and how to handle all of the rumors coming up. So, in my Discord, a few of the users are like, oh my goodness, we're being linked to sell everyone. Linked to sell Luis Diaz, losing Van Dijk, Mo Salah, and Trent on free. Linked to sell Darwin Núñez. Linked to sell everybody in our squad. Apparently everyone is up for sale. Oh no, what are we going to be left with? Is it going to be another rebuilding? Is it going to be another transitional season next season? Look, Arne Slot is going to win the Premier League in his first season. What a way to start. Things are cyclical, right? With Man United at the top, now at the bottom, and soon enough they're going to stay at the bottom and be relegated. Cyclical, right? Yes. All facts and truths aside, don't worry. We have the best in the business at selling players. We will only sell players that we can control, of course, on our own terms, because we have Michael Edwards, head of global football, and his protege, Richard Hughes. We'll come on to Hughesy, baby. Richard Hughes on another point. But look, Michael Edwards, did these ring a bell? Felipe Coutinho to Barcelona, 142 million. Started our rebuild with Alisson Becker and Virgil van Dijk. Christian Benteke's the bicycle kick maestro in a loss to Man United to Crystal Palace. 27 million we recoup for him. Mamadou Sakho. Alcatraz prison, kicked off the tour. Troublemaker. That diet pill that ruled him out of the Europa League final. Crystal Palace, 26 million. Ryan Brewster to Sheffield United, 23.5 million. That is daylight robbery. Danny Ings can only get better, but not at Southampton, because we sold him for 20 million to Southampton. Dominic Solanke won Premier League goal for Liverpool to Bournemouth for 19 million. He's coming up good. He's at Tottenham now. He's a jack of all trades. Him and Ollie Watkins kind of prototype, classic English, but not at the Harry Kane level. Harry Kane linked to Liverpool, by the way. That's funny. Get Harry Kane here and Mo Salah will never break his record. Spicy. Yeah. We have the maestros in charge of selling players. Don't worry about absolutely recycling through our players, letting players go. If they go, they will be on our terms, because that's what Liverpool do. We've been so good at that. One of the best in world football at selling the players for the right price at the right time as well. Not many players have left Liverpool and gone on to perform better. Sadio Mane? Nah. Fabinho? Henderson? Firmino? Very rarely do they leave Liverpool and go on to greater heights, right? It's very, very rare. So, I mean, look at Naby Keita, look at Oxlade-Chamberlain. You know, got so many examples. However, we will have a transfer kitty. We will sell players for high prices. And it's about getting rid of players who don't necessarily fit Slot's system or Slot's vision for the ideal slot ball and getting in players, especially the number 10 playmaker. I said that since the start of last season, to fit in the ideal way of Slot's slot machine football, to dominate for a shiny era, up the shiny one. This is a channel of substance and abundance, the cream of the crop.
The cream of the crop!
And that's what we do. We talk about the realities of it, okay? Now, the realities of Trent Alexander-Arnold leaving, in the papers, they're saying that he's finally agreed a fee with Real Madrid, 5-year contract, off he goes. Ooh, none of the British media saying this. It's all a Spanish marker who's a mouthpiece for Real Madrid. There's German links to it. There's Italian links to it. Where is the British media saying this? Because it hasn't happened yet. We'll wait and see what happens at the end of the season. Wouldn't it be the biggest swerve that he's just playing Real Madrid and turns his back? Because he's a Scouser born and bred. Scouse heartbeat. But you wouldn't begrudge him a move because he's won it all with Liverpool. He's been here for donkey's years, aeons. He might want a new challenge. His girlfriend might have influences as well. Who knows? We will no longer get the Trent can't defend media nuisance. We can't get that, oh my God, lackadaisical attitude, not tracking back, not running back. He's a world-class player, but he needs a system built for him, right? And he needs a right mid and right-sided 8 like Henderson or Szoboszlai to cover for his ass when he bombs up and down. Even Slot mentions, you're not allowed in midfield unless I say so. You're world-class on the right, but we've got better midfielders. Conor Bradley's emerging talent, not as good as Trent Alexander-Arnold, can be slightly overrated, can be correctly rated. Sky high potential. Hope he's not injury prone. Hope it's just a one-off this season. But he shows great stuff. He's always involved, always plucky, and he absolutely smashed Mbappe. Mbappe's back to the kitchen. Brappa. He absolutely smashed Mbappe. We have other options as well. Did you see Jeremy Frimpong of the Leverkusen fame mocking and playing around with Ryan Gravenberch, saying, "Scals lad, yeah lad," laughing in the changing room. He wouldn't be bad, right? He's not really an out-and-out right back. He's a wing back or a right winger. He could even be there for Mo Salah, right? He's quite short, but he's skillful. He's got techers as well. Him and Conor Bradley, good rotation options. Could be trained there. You've got lots of options at right back. Gertruda already moved on, but he could be on the move again. Look, right back is secure. Joey G is still there, but Joey Gomez might be moved on as well for the fact that he's reached nearly 10 years at Liverpool. Loyal servant, but he's injured when it matters most. But he won our Premier League original one with Van Dijk. So he's always a legend. Good old Joey G, reliable, but his body isn't so reliable. So we'll see what happens there. But it's optional. You know, one player does a team not make. So with that in mind, Trent Alexander-Arnold, if he goes, he goes. And he's most likely to go. But he could stay. Is what it is. Mo Salah, Egyptian king. No longer running down the wing, but brapping and doing his playmaking from the inside forward position. Great playmaker, great assist maestro, highest metrics. If he performs, we win. If he doesn't perform, we're a bit shaky because we rely on him so much. The other forwards rely on him to create and play make as well. But look, the best example I can give you is PSG with Mbappe, the superstar, the wonder kid, up-and-coming #1 Ballon d'Or winner, very likely one day. Hopefully Salah gets that Ballon d'Or this season, but with the Champions League exit, you saw him crying. It might be a bit far-fetched. But saying that though, Mbappe left PSG and PSG are now dominant. They're a proper team. They all track back. They all contribute. It's not funneled through Mbappe and relying on him to make something. It's Kavica Kvaratskhelia. Wow, what a player. Vitinha making good strides as well. Bradley Barcola doing good things. Ousmane Dembele has come up to the fore as well. Good players throughout that team with Ruiz as well. What can you say? They're looking fantastic. João Neves at the back. They're rock solid as well. They bought our Pacho, Willian Pacho. So they got good players throughout, good team. Sometimes when you lose your star player, you use that fee and that wage. We're not going to get a fee, but we're saving on from the signing on bonus because the signing on bonus will be lucrative, right? It will be Salah's major last contract for another player. And there are potential options there as well. In right wing, we've got so many options, right? You're talking Semenyo, Gordon can play there as well. Mohamed Kudus can play there. Brian Mbeumo can play there. Frimpong, we talked about so many options. Williams, Nico Williams, there's a plethora of options right wing, but there's even more options at left back. So another tip that I want to give you, tip number 3. Actually, no, before we get onto that. So if Mo Salah signs, great. We've got a great player. And let's add to that repertoire. We've got great players. If he leaves, we can rebuild and we can be stronger. Don't be scared. He's got a phenomenal season, but life goes on, right? We've got over Torres, we've got over Suarez, life goes on. Van Dijk's a slightly different case because he's Dutch and he's our captain and he really wants to stay. I think he will stay And if he leaves, it does leave a slight gap. That's not to say that Liverpool can't plug in that gap, because there are fantastic players in the market. Inter Milan have a nice shiny centre back at the back as well, and there's many centre backs in world football who can make a name for themselves. Granted, we need Konate or Van Dijk or both ideally to stay, because Konate hasn't signed his contract as well. But trust the decision makers and trust what goes on, because if he doesn't sign a very lucrative contract, that's on his own head, be it, because I'm sure that there'll be a fair contract. He's not exactly going to cheapskate here, right? There'll be a fair contract, so don't get too invested in that. But next point I want to say is, oh, by the way, Arnold also mentioned he wants Van Dijk to stay. He's his captain. He's his compatriot. You know, he'll stay, obviously. Don't get too held up. This is point number 3. Don't get too held up on specific names. Now, everyone loves the Milos Kerkez. Secret agent Soboslai. Dobby Soboslai. Work your magic on Kerkez. Kerkez even said he's not going to Liverpool. Could it be just a January transfer window, or could it be in general, right? Everyone wants Kerkez, assuming we're getting him. 21. Looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. He's proven in the Premier League. He's getting assists. He's solid. He's technical. But he's not the only left back in the world. It's a fantastic market for left back. There's so many talented left backs. There's even so many talented left backs in the Premier League. Anthony Robinson is in his prime and he's for the here and now. Ryan Aït-Nouri is a better dribbler than Kerkez as a former winger. And in the right system, he could be better than Kerkez as well. There's so much left-footed left back talent in world football. People still go on and on about Hincapié, right? Jarell Hato, for example, at Ajax. Okay, don't get obsessed with the one name only for disappointment. Trust that the stats geeks and the football analysts and the scouts get the right player, the ideal player for the Arne Slot system to absolutely thrive. They've got the stats to back it up. They know who's available. They've talked through the intermediaries, with agents as well. Whoever we get is going to be a bloody good player. You better believe it. The between Slot, Edwards and Hughes, right? They're not going to mess up. Even Julian Ward's back in the house, back in the building since Klopp left. So this framework, right, behind the scenes, this group of talented professional individuals are best in class. And you better believe that they'll do the right thing to give Arne Slot the equipment, the tools for the job, for a proper push next season, so we don't fall short in the Champions League and the Cups again, even though we'll probably win the Premier League this season. I want to say that again and again. The next one is FSG out. Richard Hughes is a muppet. He's done nothing so far. Chiesa for bargain bins. Barely made an appearance, right? Mamashvili, why are we signing him? Contingency. Even Slot seems very happy to have him, potential world-class keeper in the making. Shown it for Georgia in the European Championships. Coming in as a number 2 because Queeve Kelleher will probably leave as well. Once again, we'll get good money for good old Queeve, right? And we'll get money for Simicast if he's the one that goes as well. We'll get good money for Luis Diaz if he's the one that goes. Trust Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes on this. But trust FSG and Richard Hughes, even though there's so many haters out there. And I know the vitriol and the toxic spew gets views and whatever. But the reason I say trust FSG especially is because if you really believe that they want to make maximum money, it's not about saving money, okay? We've got 2 books. Built to sell, okay? You build a business with the intention of selling it. That's why they're here. They're not here for the love of Liverpool. Actually, a few of them are because of Liverpool fans. Blitz Scaling as well. Blitz Scaling. 2 very, very prominent books that will help you understand once and for all that if FSG are money motivated, and they are, then the way to maximize the investment is to maximize the asset, the success, the reputation, and global prestige of Liverpool brand on and off the pitch up until the day they sell. Because if revenues are maxed and a playing squad is filled to the brim of quality, doesn't require reinvestment, the infrastructure and the stands are absolutely pristine, then you bet your bottom dollar John W. Henry will be laughing his ass off, because you're talking about an extra £1 billion or dollars because they operate in dollars. Euros is more than dollars. Let's talk pounds. I like pounds. Because it doesn't matter you save on one player's wage or you buy a player for 100 million. They're always going to have a residual value even if you resell them for 40 million or 60 million, or the wage rises to 100,000 to 400,000, 450,000. That is nothing in comparison to blitz scaling your business to the top of the top, the cream of the crop. Because when you sell Liverpool as a brand, you're going to make tenfold if the infrastructure is top notch, if the playing squad is top notch, if the backroom staff is top notch, playing squad, stadium, reputation, success, everything builds up the package to make them super rich. Saving on one player's salary does not make them super rich. Not buying the right player to help Arsenal succeed to get that cash win bonus. Anyone who equates, but a Premier League position between 1 and 3 isn't that much, isn't enough to cover the 20 million transfer differential between a top talent is a muppet, I'm telling you, because 20 million is nothing in the grand scheme of things. These are billionaires playing in a billionaire's playground. One for Mo Salah and Mane, right? We got that in the stand as well. Because they're playing with huge capital and huge revenues. They're after the massive combined package on their exit strategy. They don't care about savings and cost cuttings here and there. They're not like Ineos, right? And so Jim Radcliffe absolutely messing up Man United, because Man United have been run badly for years. Liverpool have been run professionally and astutely and responsibly for years, and we're building layer upon layer of that golden lick of paint on top. This is Arne Slot's shiny era, and he's shown that he can be trusted for the fact that he's going to win the Premier League in the first season, taking it from Jurgen Klopp again and again, right? So hopefully that gives you some confidence at least. I can't convince everyone to get off this FSG out bandwagon, because even if you're FSG out, put forward a good case. Don't just say there must be someone better out there. Look at the Premier League. Who would you want? Would you want the oil owners? Would you want Ineos, richer than FSG? You know, so Jim Radcliffe and all this kind of thing. Who would you want? You would want the owner of Brighton? Would you want the owner of Chelsea, Todd Burley? Who would you want? Name someone and put a actual formal case as to who would you want. Just don't say FSG out. There must be someone better. Look at all these random goobers who might be running Liverpool better. What can I say? ... Okay, the last thing is with transfers, right? With transfers, you got to really take all sources, including mine, but mine's the best point of view, to be honest, and make your own judgments, right? Don't let it affect your daily mood and get your heart racing because we're that close. Look at the Zubimendi deal, right? And how close we were on that. And he backed out last minute, even though everything was agreed. Look at Zubimendi's at Arsenal. Apparently, Zubimendi's chosen Arsenal. Arsenal pulled in front. Arsenal got... He hasn't signed a contract, and Barcelona are sniffing around there. Until signed, sealed, and delivered, not even a photo shoot, not even a shirt. Because Nabil Elza... Not Nabil Elza. What am I talking about? Elza. The Moroccan for Rafa Benitez. Nabil Fekir, that's what I'm talking about, was in the Liverpool shirt, did all his media duties. And then his brother-in-law or something wanted more money, and we conjured up that fake knee injury news thing to save face for everybody when the deal collapsed, and now he's stuck at Real Betis. He might have moved on, I can't remember, but not interested anymore. But it might have been saving grace, because if we signed Nabil Fekir, I don't know if we had the money for Alisson Becker. So, and in that case, Danny Ward would be number one. Wouldn't that be something? So all things happen for good reason. Trust the team. Take all rumours with a pinch of salt. Come to your own conclusions. But this is a buyer's market this summer. Yes, and Slot has the first chance to really reinvent the Liverpool squad in his image. We'll get top dollar for the players we sell, and he's only going to settle for the best with big money. Trust me, when you make your big money signings as your first real window as your coach, where you can imprint your style, for the fact that he's now had the whole season see all the players under pressure, like Endo steps up to the mound and closes out the shop. Closed the shop. The shop is closed when he comes on. He's a cleaner. We've still not been more than a 1-goal deficit in a Liverpool match this season under Arne Slot. Okay, so trust Slots, trust Hughes, trust Michael Edwards. It's going to be a good transfer window and a good summer as well. But it's going to be even better because British summertime, which means I can stream more. Join me in the live stream this Saturday. Smash a like on this video. It helps this video get seen. Subscribe if you haven't already. Lots of quality content coming up. Thank you so much to all the Liverpool fans in Japan community. £3 per month. My God, you're keeping me afloat. Domo arigatou gozaimasu. That means thank you. Until next time, Miyazaki-man, Ichiban. It means the best. Jane means ciao.